This kid, she felt a flame on her way out of here. She felt a flight, nigga, can't even see me on way out of here. I'm too far in the sky. Heard me, it's ash for the dark, my ash. Bitch so pretty, look better than Cassie. Puffin' on Zooters and she calling me daddy. Walking on shit, turn it up and I gas. Came out the gutter, they ain't never me the swagger. Secure the bag, got a bitch, I'm a bagger. Turning it up, gotta make sure she good. Park a 2 mil in the middle of my hood. Making no mud, I made.
Hey y'all, it's Kato and Shay, and I am back with another mukbang. I know it's been a long time since I did one of these. So this is the seafood mukbang, as y'all can see by the title. I already prayed over my food. Got my wine. And we're gonna call this a bedtime story time. Y'all see my shirt? Let me sleep. I got this. Oh, this is my trash. And I got crawfish, shrimp. I bought my own eggs. They be taxing on the eggs. I don't know why. What is this? I bought me some sausage too. Shrimp, did I already say that? And green pepper. Green bell pepper. Cause I seen B-Love like to it. But let me take a little bite first, y'all, cause I'm hungry. This food right here ain't like, this from Crab Fever in Tennessee. It ain't nothing like the one in India, the Juicy Seafood in India, baby. If you're from Tennessee and you like seafood, you know, Juicy Seafood hits every single time. And they barely give you food. Like the one in India, they give you 2 corns, 4 potatoes, and just a lot more food. Good though. I don't really smack like that, but if I do, sorry. So let's get into the story. So this was when we're gonna take it back to high school, babes. I probably was, I was going into senior year of my high school year, and I got my car. This is my very first car, because my other car that I had got before that broke down. I don't even know why I paid for that. It was $600. Y'all know it was a hand-me-down car. If hand-me-down cars don't really be much. And then I paid $600 for it. And it didn't last long. Like, I probably took that motherfucker to prom, drove it a couple times, and I don't even remember what happened to it. I got this car in the summertime. I think it was like a birthday gift for myself. My daddy did help me get it. Thankful for him. Shout out to him, because he has helped me get at least 3 of my cars growing up. And the last one that I got, I did it myself with my man. So we put our money together, got that car. I can't remember how much it was. It was probably like $5,000 or something off the lot. So we went to this car lot place or whatever and got the car, picked it up. Daddy helped me, whatever. We was there for a little minute and we drove a lot. I was so happy when I got that car, y'all. Driving off the lot in a new car, the best feeling. It was clean. It had that new car scent. Y'all, by the way, I get extra spicy every time, and all the seafood blend. So we drove off a lot, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going into my senior year with a car, baby. And I never rode the bus, mind you, but I didn't want to get picked up no more. I'm going home. I'm going to work. You don't know. If y'all know, yeah, watch my old videos, y'all know I was about work. So I was getting to work. So I have wrecked this car out twice. One time it was like a little dent. Twice it was totaled. The first time I ended up wrecking my car, I remember my sisters were staying at coming over my daddy's house after they got out of school because they was on or whatever. and then my mama will pick them up because the girls stay with my mama, and then I stay with my daddy. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. And after they got out of school, they would stay at my daddy's house. This day in particular, I had the girls, and then my daddy told me to take them to my mom's house. Mind you, this ride ain't nothing but probably 15 minutes, but like, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. So, I took the ride to my mom's house, and we sat there for a little bit, and I was waiting on her. I didn't know what time she got off, honestly. I was just waiting on her. And then I called my daddy, and I'm like, dang, she's taking a little bit too long now. I know what time that she normally be home, but I'm not sure what time she would get off. So, it's traffic around this time. Y'all know when school let out, people getting off of work, it's traffic, hella traffic. So, I called my daddy, and he said, just stay there. And then my mama called me, and she like, no, I told your daddy to keep them over there and I'll come pick them up myself. Mind you, I done went back and forth three, 4 times already. This like my 5th time going back to my daddy's house. Back and forth. Like I said, 15 minutes. At that point, I was like I really love driving. Y'all know when y'all first start driving, I really love driving. But at that point in that day, I'm like, dang, I'm tired of driving, because the apartments at my mama's house, the way you come out, it's like a two-way road. So one way coming this way, one way coming that way. So if it's heavy traffic, like she lives on a busy street basically. So if I could put a picture in here, I would, because she don't live over there anymore. But I would definitely put a picture in here if I could see it. But the street, it was one way. So mind you, I had got some tacos, because when I would be off a day of work, I would give me some food, go and lay in the bed, watch Fresh 48, eat, and go to sleep, babe. So this time I went to a taco truck before I pick up the girls. This time, for me going to my daddy's house, because that was the last thing somebody told me, which my mom, she told me to go to my daddy's house. And I'm like, all right, babe, if I go to my daddy's house, I'm not moving no more. I don't give a fuck. So it was like traffic coming this way, but this way it wasn't really no traffic. And then, you know, if you come out, if somebody left space for you to come out, you gotta like pull out in front of them, look, and see if a car coming, and if it's not, then you can go. But obviously, if it is a car coming, you just wait. But at this moment, I didn't know nothing about that. I was the first time driver, babe. And I didn't have my license either. My daddy took me a couple times. Well, he took me one time. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. One time, and I didn't pass. So the second time, I knew I had an appointment like the week after, and I didn't have my license at the time, basically. So I was just doing shit. Oh, I'm really gonna have to edit this. It was a big white truck. He let me get in front of him to go this way. So I was like, I'm scared. But I was like, I'm finna just go, because I didn't see a car coming for like a minute. So I'm like, okay, maybe a car won't come. So I went out, and my sisters was in the back seat, and they was like, the girl in the killer. They started screaming. I'm like, what? You know, you drive, but you're not really paying attention. Especially me, I wasn't paying attention. But it was a car, and they literally boom right in the back of me. Well, it was in the side. So when I'm turning out, she like came. She was flying, but that's what I just think, because I was trying to plead my case, but she probably wasn't. I just came out, and that's really my fault. I just came out. So the fact that I had just came out without looking first was my fault as well. So I had got hit, and I remember me being like, what the fuck? So I just kept driving. I ain't even trying to self-incriminate myself, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I kept going, allegedly kept going, and from where the hit was and where I stopped at was, I don't know, probably like 5 miles down the road, because it was a straight shot. and I was trying to allegedly swerve in this other lane, swerve in the other lane. And mind you, I'm a new driver, so I don't know what I'm doing, but my sister's in the back yelling, "She following you, she following you." And I'm like, fuck, I don't know what to do. So as I'm driving, I called my best friend, she didn't pick up. I kept calling my best friend, she didn't pick up, because I knew I had just got hit. I knew I was dead wrong, because I didn't know what to do. And then I called my mama, she picked up, and I told her, I'm like, I just got hit. And she was like, where you at? I ended up parking at the gas station. And then the lady, like, she boxed me in basically to where I couldn't go anywhere. Mind you, I wasn't even gonna go anywhere because I already knew I fucked up. I called my mama, she answered, and she was like, where you at? And I was like, I'm at Thornton's. I was gonna go home, but I was like, I didn't want her to follow me home and know where I live at. So I just parked by Thornton's that was really close to my home. And she was like, all right, I'm gonna come. But she was on the phone like,
it's your daddy's fault. He told you to keep going this way, that way. But I told him, don't come pick up girls.
I'm like, they get on my nerves. So the lady ended up parking on the side of the gas station, and I was like, I like parked by a gas pump. And then mama came, and she came to me, she was like, what happened? And I told her what happened, same thing I just told y'all. And then she went over to the lady car, and the lady, I guess, told her what happened, and she called the police. My friend ended up calling me, my best friend, I guess, she ended up calling me. She was like, what you doing? Mind you, my friend lived across the street from Mapco. I mean, not Mapco, Thornton's. So she came, and my daddy ended up coming. He was like, come park next to her. And I'm like, bro, I don't even want to see her. And then, which, when I mean her, I mean the lady that I hit, or that she hit me, but it was my fault. And my best friend ended up coming as well. And the police took forever to come. I told you, we was sitting out there for about 4 hours. When I tell you, I got hit at like 3, 4, and they didn't come to the sunlit setting, but I get it because it was like not like serious. But they ended up coming to me. Well, first they ended up talking to her, asking her side, you know, and then I kind of overheard them talking, but not too much. And then they let her go. She got my, she took a picture of my license plate, and she was like, I'm not gonna do anything today, but I think it was like a Thursday, but she was like, Monday morning I'm going up there and I'm gonna, I don't know what she was gonna do. She was, I don't know, guess report me. So they ended up coming to me, asking me my side, and I told them what happened. He was like, well, these are police officers talking. Mind you, before they came, my daddy was like, just tell them you were scared. You know what they was gonna do, what was gonna happen, so I was like, okay. Thinking that would work, babe. So they came to me, asked my side, and then it was like, well, what happened? Well, and I told them what happened, and it was like, well, from where you got hit and then where you stopped at, I can consider this a hit and run, but I'm not gonna do that, which I'm glad they didn't, because that probably could have been something crazy, because it kind of was. I was trying to run, allegedly. And he was like, well, I'm gonna have to take you to jail because it's illegal to not have a license and you're driving. And I was like, damn. My best friend started crying. They put me in handcuffs. I was just like, okay. Thinking I'm Miss Big Badass. They put me in the police car. We waited for a little bit. They was asking my daddy, did he want to tow the car back to the house since nobody else could drive it. Oh, no, my best friend drove my car back home. And then I guess my daddy dropped her back off and to her car, which, like I said, the gas station was like 2 minutes away from the crib. So she drove my car back because she had a license, and she went home. We waited for a little bit before I went to the, I guess the juvenile jail, whatever. And them handcuffs was tight. And then I didn't know that seat was like hard like that. That seat was really hard. It's like, if you ever been arrested, them seats is hard. That's the first hard thing you're gonna sit on, because after that it's gonna get worse. You're gonna sit on a hard bed. We get all the way up in there, and
wow, man. Damn.
we get all the way up in there, and I do fingerprints. I get a mug shot. I'm so glad they didn't put that on Scoop. Probably because I was juvenile, I don't know.
Like, move around, do something. Like,
And I don't even sit. I don't sit in no sit.
walk around, you ain't trying to get open.
I don't sit in no cell, thankfully. I just sat in.
Come on, y'all. Like, y'all still creating space.
I just sit in the office with, I don't know what he was, somebody that worked in the jail house, juvenile jail house. He talked my head
Who's
off.
yours?
They took my phone.
This one right here with the orange shoes?
Okay, he is
That's you.
talkative. He was talking my head off. I was like, I want my phone so bad. It was like, it was late when they already got me and picked me up, but I didn't leave till about 12. I remember somebody calling and was asking about me. And he was like, your mom and your dad is just getting your stuff right now, getting your paperwork and all that. So you finna leave in like 30 minutes. And I was like, thank God. When I left out, it was like 12 a.m. They gave me my phone back. And I walked out a free man. Because I guess it just wasn't that bad for them to put me in the cell. Because all the police officers was coming up to me like, what did you do? What did you do? And I'm like, I was driving without a license. I guess it's not that serious. But honestly, it's not that serious for me to get put in a cell, I guess, because I can get out. So, I got out. I was on Snapchat. My best friend was like, free Kayla, free Kayla. We were just talking about this the other day. Like, when we was kids, like, why did we post that? Like, that shit was so embarrassing. But I got out, and I ended up going to the school the next day. Thank God for my parents, because I don't even know if they had to pay or not. But apparently they did, or whatever they did. I don't know. I didn't ask. I just know I was out. And the fact that I didn't get home till like 12. I know they had to go to work in the morning. The tacos was still in my car. I had to throw it away. Spend my hard-earned money on the tacos. I was gonna bust down on the whole. But this gonna have to be part one, y'all, because he's talkative and I'm hungry and I haven't even ate for real. And yeah. Thank y'all for watching my part one of my wreck and me getting or going to jail. Not really, but quote unquote. The next one is even more juicier, y'all. I'm still dealing with this shit to this day. And it's 5 years later. See y'all in my next one.